nice area of Arizona. I like this area. They got a Filiberto's.
In 1,000 feet, turn right onto Arizona 260 East.
Is that a Pizza Hut where you can sit down? Oh, they have all-you-can-eat buffet. $9.99, lunch daily, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m.
The light, turn right onto Arizona 260 East. Continue for 53 miles.
This is a nice area. Bashas. Hey. I think that's the store I delivered. That's the warehouse I delivered last month. I think it was called Bashas. I used to in January of 2019, JB Hunt hired me to work her 99 cents account. It was Nevada, Las Vegas, no, Nevada, California, and Arizona. And I delivered most of the 99 cent stores in Arizona, Phoenix, Tucson, Scottsdale, you name it. This was a nice area. Tucson, the one in there was one in Tucson that's the hardest one, right? But if you deliver at night, it's doable. The local drivers out of Commerce that work for to deliver the 99 cents in the 99 cent stores, they were making $2,000 a week. Because they will get the hardest type of stores. In Jersey, they were paying $2,500 a week for car haulers. No. But remember, Jersey ain't no joke. You gotta so I don't know if you guys can see a better angle now. I fixed the angle to my video, too. Apparently you could move the damn dash. I mean the cell phone holder. I am so dumb. So I could have been putting better videos and recording and all that. I could have been recording that damn Chicago place that I went to a month ago, or when my tire flew away. I still need to get another phone though. And I need to get a truck wash. Because my truck, it is extremely dirty. It is extremely disgusting dirty. It's beyond disgusting. So I told my partner Lena that I'm gonna keep going. I told her I'm gonna try to see if they're open and if I could get another load, you know, because she's gonna be busy. She has to do a lot of pastries and stuff because she's gonna go to 2 different events this weekend and they're gonna sell. There's one happening in Tucson and then I don't know where the other one's at. So why even be over? It's not like I got a lot of money right now because honestly, look you guys. There is money in trucking, but you have to be able to save it, and that's one thing I have never done. I don't really save my money, right? Because I started off making with CRST. I made $2,000 in 4 months. No lie. I got my car repo. I only made $2,000 in 4 months. They ended up putting a restriction on me for saying I cannot drive with men for my safety and their safety. But how is it because of me?
This road avoids a road closure near Des Moines. You are on the fastest route. You will arrive at 12:51.
So this is what happened. I started with CRST. January 2016. They put me with a female trainer. She was great. She knew what gear I was missing. She would be yelling from the back, go to third gear, go to sixth gear. Like she knew exactly what gear I had just missed. Why is hold on. We have some nice trees right here. She would know what gear I was wrong. We had a dedicated that was from Jurupa to Miami, I believe, and then Georgia back to Cali. Dedicated. She lived in Georgia. I cannot recall where in Georgia, but she did not teach me how to back. And she would tell me, hey, if they ask you if I'm teaching you how to back, tell them yes. She was a good driver, but she didn't teach me the important stuff. So when they tested me out of my back and I just couldn't back, I didn't know what the hell to do. And it was an easy back. Now that I think. Anyways, they sent me out with another trainer. They were just gonna send me out for 1 week with him, so he could teach me how to back. I should have caught the red flag from day one when he told me, all right, well, we don't have a load yet. And he said, you can go do what you gotta do. Okay. So I went inside the terminal, charge my phone, still Wi-Fi, you name it. And he comes inside and sits next to me. I'm like, okay, I didn't think about that, right? When we got back on the track, when we finally looked for amp and stuff, when we're passing, before we get to Moreno, what is that place called? It's called Morango. Before we get to the Morango, he goes, I was gonna ask you for a picture when they told me I was gonna have a female student. Even my the trainer like, are you gonna tell her that you're gonna have to? Like, she's saying a bunch of stupid stuff. Mind you, Barupa to that Katsina is not even half an hour. I should have got off his damn truck. I should have known that there was gonna be red flags. Long story short, this man told HR that he was gonna kick me out of the truck in Georgia because I did not want to with him. Oh my God. And the only thing I told that man, and I don't know whatever happened to him, I don't know where he's at, I don't know. I'm not gonna mention his ethnicity. I remember he told me he had 2 daughters. The only thing I told that man, whatever you were planning on doing to me, remember you have 2 daughters. And he goes, what about my daughter? Like I said again, whatever were your intentions, remember that you have 2 daughters. middle of, I don't even remember what part of Georgia. That was a petrol. There was like 2, 3. I need to search where the hell that was. It took him 2 days to send me another trainer. He was out of Florida that was happened to pass through there, and he didn't even teach me how to back. So when they put that restriction on me, there was this one female they told me not to drive with. They're like, do not drive with so and so. She yells at all her co-driver. She's this and this and that. And me being me, I ended up team driving her because I forgot what was the name of that person. And no lie, she would yell at me in front of other drivers. Mind you, I am fresh. 3-4 months experience barely. At this time, I think I only had like 3 months. I arrived this one time at the ship or receiver, can I recall? They told him, ma'am, you gotta slide your tap. And I didn't know what the hell was that. And I woke her up and I'm like, hey, I'm not gonna say her name. They're telling me that I need to slide my tap. She got all out, all mad. She was always mad. I don't know if I could say it in YouTube, but I knew why she was mad. And all she needed was the 4th letter in the damn alphabet. No lie. This one time, I'm in the back, in the sleeper. I hear her talking to 2 men right here. Next thing you know, she opens the curtain and like, what the hell is wrong with her? I got 8 years experience. To this day, I have never done nothing with no trucker. Now let me go back a little bit. When I finished, well, I didn't really finish my training, but one of the times that when I got back from the dedicated with my first female trainer, we were at the terminal in Aruba. She goes, Beatrice, come here. So I walk up to her and she goes, you see that female right there? Getting off that truck and going to the other truck? Yes. And I just stare, right? She goes, she's been with 4 of her co-drivers. And that's all she said. We stood there for like a minute and then I went on my way. And at the time I was dating my ex that lived in LA. To this day, I still remember like it was yesterday. She didn't have to tell me what explanation of why what she was telling me, but I knew what was up. So why would she open the curtain when she has 2 men at the damn window? What is wrong with her? Another thing she would do, she would tell me, Beatrice, pull over, I gotta go to the bathroom. Okay. I'm not talking about the train, I'm talking about one of my female co-drivers that I have with them. She took a number 2 while she was still here. Like, come on, the restroom was like right there. Like this, like she swear like this curtain, you cannot, the smell's not gonna come through. So with seriously, they will put me to sleep on the top bed. They sent me with a creepy guy. I didn't even report him. I couldn't report him. Right? Telling me that he was going to ask me for a picture of what I look like. He was going to trick me into saying team showers mean something else. And he even told me that I make him feel comfortable, that he's not going to train women no more, and blah, blah, blah. Like an idiot. And then that crazy female that would always scream at me and stuff. She was always angry. What is that? she comes out, she goes, what's up with all that moving back and forth? I told her, Wendy, I gotta go to the bathroom. Well, why don't you go to any truck stop like you always do and stuff? Well, I stopped here because somebody said that there is a restroom here. And she was just yelling. I told you, hey, I'm not gonna argue, I told her. She kept screaming and screaming. So when we got back to Jurupa, let me tell you another thing that lady did. We picked up a load in Arizona. Can't remember where. Heading to it, and I told her I'm hungry. Can we stop to get something to eat? No. So this female did not stop for me. I could have just grabbed something from the damn slice of hot dog from the damn pilot. She did not stop for me to grab that. The other female wouldn't even let me pee. Okay, let me go. So when we got to Aruba, I grabbed my car, I tossed all my stuff in my car, and I left. We had a load heading to Oregon. I don't know, I did not drive her. I don't know, I just left. Then they sent me to drive with another female. My boss, not my boss, like one of the like she's in charge of putting teams together. I still remember when she told me try to get that restriction removed. Like she knew something was gonna be bad with this lady, and it was. She ripped me off. I think she would put something in my drinks because I would get sick. And this one time she told me to get on the 80 in Iowa. I don't remember what we did. And all I did was pay and pay and pay and pay on tolls. And then I pull over for break. She comes out. She goes, oh, the GPS must have taken you this route. I stay quiet. Mind you, the GPS doesn't take you there unless you move it, right? With that, I knew that she tricked me and sent me on a toll road so I could pay. And then me being me, I saw snow for the first time. That was in Ohio. And I laid down in the snow. I just never seen snow, and I'm over here doing it. So when I went and laid down, I got some snow on the sheet. And when we were in Pennsylvania. She goes, hey, you guys, the sheets are just like, hold on. I told her I'm gonna get a hotel room for myself. I was feeling sick anyway, so I told her I'm gonna go. Let me go inside, and I'll wash you. Give me a moment. And she just gave me attitude. And I told her, you know what? I just grabbed my stuff and I got off her truck. I wasn't gonna argue with her. There was something. So I got off the truck in the middle of Pennsylvania. I don't remember. Not that I know where it is. It was terrifying. No wonder. All I did was stay at the cheapy motel that was in front of that Petro TA, I think it was. And I got an Uber to the train that took me to Philadelphia, where I got the flight. That was like $200 to take me to Cali, one way. Mind you, I have never flew. My mom would send me the money. I just got off. One thing about me is I'm not gonna argue with somebody. I left her right there curve like this, right? But like instead of, you know how it's curving to the right, it was gonna curve to the left where we were. And I guess he didn't. It was, since it was so wide, he was so afraid. He didn't realize that it was curving to the left. So he continued going straight. But we were going fast. We were going like 5 miles an hour. He hit this big pile of. My bad. If it wasn't because of this big pile of snow, we would have landed on the other side. Like, let's say he just kept going, and like at this. You see how you guys see this on the right? There's like a metal, like right there. So I finished my training with him, and then my first solo was Jurupa to Reno to that Walmart in Spartan, Reno, whatever. And they didn't give me the paperwork, and I was so dumb. Why did I leave without the paperwork? Somebody told me, you know, you were not supposed to leave without the POL. I got so bad that they wouldn't even fax me the damn paperwork. Now that I realize, now that I know, like, why didn't they fax it to me in the damn drugstore? But whatever. I left Swift, and I went with Extra, because my friend was already working there. He started at CRST, but he got fired right away because they gave him a solo run somewhere in Sacramento, somewhere in that area, and I guess he forgot how either he forgot to lock his pen or he forgot to slide his stand up the door in the back, that he got it stuck by a store, like on this type of rails, like you see like this, and it came out, so they fired him. And you know you guys want to know what's weird? CRST told him, you are never gonna be able to get another job. And at CRST I made $1, negative $40. At Swift I made $200 a week. He was making already $1,200 a week with FedEx on his own. He had already told me to get my doubles, and I did. And he picked me up from my mom's house, took me to the Pomona terminal, and he showed me like around the terminal. And that day after that, I told him, let's go to Vegas. So we drove to Vegas, chilled over there for a day, and then we came back, and then we started. No, hold on. Because it takes 2 weeks. He took me to talk to his boss on the Monday, I think, or Tuesday. I signed the application, did the drug test, and it took about 2 weeks, and I was in. February 14th, I started. And my ex-girlfriend, by the time she called me, like, so am I going to see her? And I'm like, well, I'm going to work. Oh, well, I guess I'm like, oh, mean and stuff. I always get some mean girlfriend. I'll talk about that later. So, the first run we had was Pomona, California to Jersey, which bridge, which is good miles. But mind you, I don't know what the happened. It took us forever to get over there. After my friend made money, he left me, and they would put me team drive with other drivers that they were something else. some drivers that right away they drove for Swift for like a couple of months, and then they went to go work with some companies that were paying $10.99. And I didn't believe them that they were actually making what they were making. Those 10, I'm like, I was afraid, like $10.99 and blah blah blah. And I should have went, but oh well. Because was it with Serious T? No, yeah, it was with that. When that guy from Florida picked me up, I met a driver in Florida that was doing heavy haul, and he offered me a job. Mind you, Sierra Steel was paying me what, 22 cents, 23 cents a mile. That guy wanted to hire me and pay me 50 cents and train me, but at the time like that, I was calculating that, so we could only legally drive 600 miles, like 50. So I'm like, damn, that's a lot of money. What? That's $300. I was making $250 a week when I worked at a warehouse. I'm like, $300 a day. I thought that was a lot, so I didn't take it, because I've never been the type of person that wants to jump from A to B. Just, if I would have done that, I would have experienced what I have experienced. Now, the only regret that I do have, I should have done lease years back. I already had a truck paid up. Instead of just working company and making $2,000 here, $3,000, you name it. At the end of the day, it's not really showing because it's not going toward me. So you live and you learn. I did car hauling, but then the pandemic hit. I was gonna work car hauling and then start selling at the flea market, because I come from a family that sell, and it just didn't happen. And they wanted to give me just butthead with the car hauling with car buying. And I told them no, I wanna learn how to strap up the cars and stuff like that, and how to move because you have to move it around, like to put different kind of cars in each slot, and which truck is not allowed to be at this level, and etc. And then now let me tell you guys something. This FedEx ground, it's a minimum $100,000 a year, even since 2017. But you have to be able to find a co-driver that's respectful, that actually about the mile, and that is actually going to help you 50-50, right? That's going to help you out. And it's easy, drop and hook. So when I went with Forward Air, if you calculate from January of 2016 all the way to August, I didn't know how to damn bend. And when I got to Bronx, Brooklyn, the second load is the first load. I just dropped it as just a trailer, so I didn't have to back up. But when I went to Bronx, Brooklyn, I had this one dog, and mine, it was empty. I just didn't know what to do. So I went on YouTube real quick, and I came across Trucking Skill, I think is his name. And I watched his video, and then I saw the maneuvers that he did. So you pull in this, then you do it right, and then you do left, and then like that. And then now I got better at backing. I have worked some good dedicated out of Portland. But it's team. Now I'm leasing, and I could go work a company job, but at the end of the day, what's the benefit? At least here, leasing where I'm at, there's the benefit that in 2 years or even less, this truck could be mine, right? As long as I'm safe and on time, and I keep my CDL clean. Man, I've been talking for 33 minutes. So it's a hassle going through what I've been through. It hasn't been easy. From co-drivers that have been disrespectful to getting out of the you start things that are not even scary or scary at the time, and that little downhill in Indio, I used to be afraid of that little downhill in Indio. I'm like, oh, that's too steep. Now, like, I'll be eating damn a taco while going downhill in down West Virginia. And West Virginia got some good ass downhills, or the Mount Donner Pass. I can't believe I was afraid of that tunnel. Ah, man, 8 years trucking, and I see all these new truckers coming in, and man, I'm making all this money and blah blah blah. So then more people want to come in trucking, and then I see them complaining like they want me to drive in snow, they want me to drive in this rain, they be fixing my clock, so, and I caught them fixing my clock. Mind you, they're not even fixing the clock. They're just fixing all the damn on duty that the guy doesn't go off duty for. So they're trying to manage the 70 so he can have more hours to at least do unload or more. And they complain about that. Ay, ay, ay. Some drivers don't want to be driving mountains. They don't want to be doing this. They don't want to be doing that. They don't want to be working weekends. They're like, I don't want to be away from my wife. I don't want to be away from my... Shut up. Go to work. What happened to the real man trucker, like the real man that will go out, work, make that money, then come back with a good amount? And, you know, extra money is better than no money. Because if you work 2 weeks and then go home, or work 1 week and then go home every weekend, you're basically working check to check. Instead of actually going out for like the first 6 weeks, making back, send it out, see your family a day or two, and go out again, and then eventually use that extra money to start a second business, you know, where your wife can do something and make some value on the side. That's what I do with my girl, because she knows how to do flower arrangements, she knows how to sell taqueria. Tomorrow she's gonna go sell some bakery stuff, and so I invest in her. Right now, she hasn't been making what I give her back, but I have invested her. That it doesn't rely on me, but I have invested in her. So, and I told her I could go see you, but I prefer to see if I could make it early, and then when I have a chance and I have more extra income, I'll stop by and see you, right? And I told her I want to buy a tortilla maker. I wanna get a laser. Hold on, there's this one laser thing. It costs like $7,000. It costs about $7,000, and you could do hats, you could do shirts, you could do belts, you could do those crystal things, you could do maces, you could do a lot of stuff. So I want to use that money so we could have stuff. So if eventually I do get off the trucking, I have a way to make extra money. Man, I've been rapping along for 40 minutes. Just rap like yes. But yeah, well, at least you guys get to see this road with me, right? Little adventure. Oh yeah, a lot of people they were gonna survive what I went through. Imagine going to California to Pennsylvania. Oh look, the little animal gonna die. California to Pennsylvania, and back to California, and seeing a damn dollar. No lie. CRC paid me $1 one time. One time my check was negative. How is my check negative 40? How? It was negative 40. Now people that just can't. Let me just go and make another video. I'll talk.